Hello everyone and welcome to the most popular channel on the internet. Today I have a very special episode for you. Today it is my longtime competitor JC's birthday, so happy birthday Jess. This episode is for you. I've created this map with you in mind. I've selected 3 of your niche interests. It was hard to pick 3, but these are obviously standouts, but I had a lot to choose from, including, let's see, well, live musical theatre, just generally, country music, new metal. Jess is also quite fond of Taylor Swift, and what else? She likes baking cakes, making gravy. She's quite fond of spiders and chess and trivia. She hates eggs, so yeah, that's not on the cards today. She also hates oysters too, which is pretty odd for someone that fares from Tasmania. And she loves beanies, and well, yeah, she frequently gets people's names wrong too. So the 3 I've narrowed it down to are, of course, Lin-Manuel Miranda's famous musical Hamilton, but this one's about Alexander Hamilton, places in the life of Alexander Hamilton. It should be fun. The next one, I didn't think I'd find anything for this, but I think I have. So this is especially niche because there's probably only 40 or 50,000 people on the entire planet that give a shit about this particular thing, and that is the AFL team, the Richmond Tigers. Now, I don't even know if this is actually a map about the Tigers, but I saw this here. It says yellow and black, and that's obviously something that Tiger fans like to shout out when they're singing their slightly obnoxious theme song. Sorry, Jess. Anyway, so this map could be a dud. Well, it's going to be a dud either way, let's face it. It's your birthday, so hopefully this is amusing for you. Finally, I couldn't leave this one out. One of Jess's other main interests is, of course, her homeland, the motherland, Tasmania, and I've selected this map, Tasmanian tourist attractions. So, all right, out of these 3 maps, weirdly, I think I'm going to do the best at the Hamilton map, but yeah, who knows? Let's see. All right, let's get going at these. For Jess's birthday special. Alright, I'm going to play with moving, panning and zooming, but I am going to resist the urge to move. Let's begin with the Alexander Hamilton map. Pressure's on to do well. Okay, we've arrived at a location. Now, this immediately looks to me as if it's going to be somewhere in the West Indies. So straight off the bat, this is a pretty typical looking US wheelie bin, garbage bin, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But that doesn't rule out the West Indies because, of course, yeah, the US Virgin Islands, I suppose they would have, you know, those wheelie bins too. So let's look for more clues. Oh, that's fucking annoying. Although that says Nevis. Okay, that's good. So that's good. That helps me a lot. This then is, of course, the birthplace of Alexander Hamilton in Charleston in St. Kitts and Nevis. Well, Nevis is the island. It's where Hamilton was born, but didn't spend the majority of his time while he was in the Caribbean. He mainly lived on 2 other islands. We might get those later, so I won't bang on about them now, but let's make our way to Nevis, and Charleston is here, and let's see, perhaps there's some, looks like, did he live right on the water? That's pretty impressive. Let's try and find it. Maybe it's this, near this here. A lot of cool flags floating around the front there. Now, I did say that thing about the US wheelie bins, but I'm pretty sure Nevis was a Dutch colony, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of Croix or something like that. Alright, if we're looking, so north, yeah, kind of got the ocean on our left. Wow, where did you live, sir? It's definitely in Charleston, the birthplace, but it has to be on the ocean somewhere. Okay, obviously because it's literally right there, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. What have we got down here? Fort Charles? Nah. Bath Stream. So Alexander Hamilton lived here. He was the bastard child of, I don't know his parents' names. His mother was born on another island but moved here and fell in love with some dude. Anyway, I can't find the exact location, but I think it's perhaps just around here somewhere. I feel like somewhere near the museum's a pretty safe bet, so let's lock that in and see we're right. No, 499. Oh, what a bummer. Oh, well, that's fine. I'm pretty happy with that guess. We were in fact right at the front of the Guilty Pleasures 592 bar. I think Kelton's parents like to frequent that bar. All right, let's go to the next one. Doing well so far. All right, we've arrived in, I assume, is New York City, because he didn't live to a ripe old age, and he lived in a few, traveled to a few places, but not many in the grand scheme of things. He really only spent time in mainland US and the Caribbean or the West Indies, whatever you want to call it. All right. Oh, so great. We must be near the, what is it called? The Federation Building? No, not the Federation Building. I forget. Anyway, we're on Wall Street, I think. We're near a cathedral. Interesting. And a cemetery. Even more interesting. I wasn't expecting that. What's this say? All right, well, I don't think that's actually his. Oh, yes, it is. Now I'm confused. This is saying, I'm really confused now. TSB Turo graduate. I saw a sign that said Wall Street, didn't I? Did I not? No, 1 Wall Street. Hold on. 1 Wall Street. Is that like, this is number 1? Oh yeah, look, here's Broadway. Alright. Get your shit together. Yeah, okay. That should be easy enough. So let's pop on over to New York City. So yeah, I'm confused because this obviously isn't where he died, because he died at another location. And I didn't think he would be buried here. I thought he was buried somewhere closer to where he ended up living. Anyway, let's find Wall Street, which is of course in the financial district in Lower Manhattan. Here's Broadway. Perhaps this is the Trinity Church that we're looking at right here. Yeah, was he an Episcopalian? I have no idea. Like, it's got to be that, right? Because there's Wall Street and Broadway, and we're on the corner of Wall Street and Broadway near the church, and we're in a little alleyway actually. So I wonder if, is it this alleyway? Hold on. We're looking straight at the side of the church. Okay, we're looking at the church, which is north. Broadway's on the right. We must be on Rector and Wall Street. Oh, but we saw Wall Street. Maybe we're on Wall Street. I'm just going to pick somewhere. Hold on. Fuck, I hope this is the right church. I'm going to pick somewhere. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Oh, look. His gravesite. Oh, another 499. Oh, what a bummer. That's okay. I think I'm doing okay. Ooh, interesting. Alright, so perhaps this is St. Croix or somewhere else in the West Indies, the Caribbean, whatever. Annoyingly, I can't read that sign. It's a bit of a bummer. Now, does this foliage look like it's from that area? It doesn't really. Oh, that's unusual. Zweibrücken Road. You know what? I think this is, unless that's Dutch. No, there's a bloody umlaut that can't be Dutch. This is clearly German. Zweibrücken Road. Right. So, with that in mind, so there weren't many places he went, right? We know he was in Virginia and Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York, all over Manhattan Island and those 3 islands in the Caribbean. So I think this looks like the South, which means, yeah, actually, I think this is going to be Yorktown because there's a plane going over. That's annoying. I'm pretty sure there was quite a large German contingency based in Yorktown during the Revolutionary War. Like a German battalion. But is that enough to have a street named after them? Maybe if they were based there. I'm going to go for Yorktown anyway. I'm going to do it. Because I don't think this is one of the islands. These trees remind me of southern trees. And also, front number plates. Oh no. Wait a second. Does Virginia fall into... No, Virginia doesn't. So, from previous videos, you may have learned that all these states down here tend to... Oh, well, they don't typically have the front number plate, but I think Virginia does. So, wait, Yorktown is in Virginia, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, hopefully we're on the right track, but now I have to find fucking Yorktown. Where is it? Yorktown. What happened there? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but correct me if I'm wrong, but Yorktown was the site of the biggest battle in the entire Revolutionary War. Obviously, Hamilton led a battalion there. I don't know, man. I don't really know my American history very well, but I'm annoyed that I can't find Yorktown. That's like it has... Maybe it's not Yorktown at all. Maybe it is back over on the islands. That is so annoying. Like, oh, there it is. Thank Christ for that. Whoa. All right. Yeah, this looks perfect. I think Yorktown Beach. Let's try and find a monument or... Yeah, Yorktown Battlefield. Right on. Battlefield Center. Displays. Public restroom. Picnic area. Oh, look. Yes! Fuck yeah. Zweibrücken Road. Wonderful. So, Zweibrücken Road. Kind of bends around the corner. Yada, yada, yada. Heads down there. Blah, blah, blah. So does that mean we're on Main Street now? Monument. Yorktown Monument. We've got to be here. Would you look at that? 5,000 points. Fantastic. I'm really nailing this map. Alright, here we go. Ooh, I have a bad feeling about this one. Oh, hello, sir. Okay, alright. So, I believe... Oh no, there's a US flag. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything because we know now... So once these territories might not have been controlled by the US, now they may be? Alright, so we've got boom, 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 boom. We've got cannons. We've got flag, little island here, US flag. Lots of yachts. Ah, man, I don't know about this one. Well, let's think about this US flag. Like, could this be back in Yorktown again? Would they have 2 locations in Yorktown? This doesn't look very southern now to me. I think this will be in... Why do they have cannons though? God. Alright, let's look at the style of this building. Oh, God. As if I know anything about the style of buildings. All the bricks. Alright, it's a bummer about that flag. Okay, maybe this is going to be... I'm going to guess one of the islands this time. This might be a foolish guess. It's not somewhere in New York. No, it's not. Nah. Get that idea out of your crazy little head. Let's jump back down here. And so I think we can rule out Nevis. And the 2 other places he lived were, of course... Alright, we're looking straight north. Little island there, yada yada. He also lived in... Not Anguilla. He lived in Croix for, I think, most of his childhood. He lived in St. Croix. His mother owned a shop in Christiansted, and that's where she contracted yellow fever and of course died. And after that happened, he went and moved in with his cousin. His cousin lived over here on this island in, I think, Frenchtown, I think it was called. I don't really remember. Anyway, if I'm right. So let's just have a look here. It's looking okay in terms of the compass and whatnot. And if you lived in Christiansted, I don't know how to say this. Actually, maybe that island there could be this island here. I think I'm going to go for this. Let's have a look here. Gallows Bay. Self-guided. It's a historical fortress. So that sounds promising. I'm going to go here. Yes. Nice. Another 5,000. Wow. That worked out well. That was good. So we're in St. Croix, which is where he spent... Yeah, St. Croix is where he clerked for his late mother's landlord, who was a mercantile dealer of some description. Anyway, cool. All right, final round. All right, so we're back in New York, I believe. And interesting. So there are two places I think this could be. So I don't think the original house that Hamilton lived in is still standing. He's like the last house he ever lived in. What's that say there? There's a sign. Okay, so there were two houses that they hung out in. They hung out at, I'm pretty sure Washington had a house up here, and so did Hamilton. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to get a very good score on this one. I think I have a general idea of the location, but I'm not 100%. So yeah, we're definitely in New York. We've got the yellow number plates. What's that sign say? I can't quite read it. Maybe we can figure it out just by what we do know. Now, I'm not going to move, even though I know that sign's going to give it away. So, I'm assuming this is the house here. Or is it this one? Like, people live in these though, so what else could it be? And this is the site of the jewel, but I'm pretty sure I know where that was as well. That was on the water. Anyway, let's go down to New York and just try and figure it out. So, unless he's in Philadelphia or in New Jersey. No, it's not Philadelphia because it's overcast. Yeah, it's completely overcast, so it can't be Philadelphia. All right, let's go to New York. And all right, so when he arrived, he went to King's College, which is Columbia University. So where's that? Who knows? Jess would know. But this isn't Columbia University. This is a residential area. So I'm going to scrap that. All right. After he lived at the university, presumably, I don't know, he was probably in a frat or something, right? He lived in Harlem, in an area of Harlem called Hamilton Heights. So where is Hamilton Heights? There's Harlem, Upper Manhattan. I think somewhere around here's Hamilton Heights. So, all right. I think this is either going to be Hamilton's house, whichever one it is, I don't know. Although I thought it would have been a museum or something. Maybe it is. It looks quite like it's just not a tourist attraction, oddly. If this was Washington's house, I think it would be a bigger, because let's face it, I don't think before this happened, I don't think Hamilton was as he wasn't as famous as Washington, right? Let me know if I'm wrong. So I think this is Washington's house, and yeah, so when they moved uptown for a quieter life after passing of their young son Philip, they moved to Hamilton Heights. What a coincidence. Anyway, all right, let's see. Hamilton Heights, Hamilton Grange. Ah, there we go. Hamilton Grange is the name of his house. But, geez, I don't think this is it though. I thought it was much bigger. I'm worried this is wrong. And I've done so well up until this point. All right, okay. There's a Shell service station just there. So, is there a Shell service station near Hamilton's house? Let's have a look. Hamilton's preferred service station. All right. Shit. All right, I'm in trouble. Oh, okay. What about Washington Heights? That's going to be named after him, right? So, I think Washington's house was kind of like a base, or not like a base, but I don't know. I used to hang out there and discuss shit, I guess. Washington Heights. He must have had a house in here somewhere. Alright, I have no idea. That is annoying. I'm doubting whether it's even in Washington Heights now. Why do I think it's Washington's house? It could be Hamilton's house. Hamilton's house. It's either Washington's house or Hamilton's house. Which one? I actually found Hamilton's house. I didn't find Washington's house. So maybe I should go back and pick Hamilton's house. But I'm pretty sure... Wouldn't it be a bigger house than this? Let's go back to Hamilton Heights. Now I can't fucking find it. There's a BP. But that, of course, is not a Shell. You can't just make BP happen, okay? Alright. Relocated Founding Fathers mansion. Yeah. It's a mansion. It's a massive yellow mansion from memory. Unless that's it. Unless this is it. It's a weird angle, but I don't think it is. I'm gonna lock it in anyway. No. Oh no. It was Morristown. I completely forgot about Morristown. It was the Schuyler Hamilton House Museum. So this was where the Schuylers lived? Oh, is this where Hamilton lived with... Because when they lived together, they lived uptown. It was quiet uptown. So at the time, interestingly, this area was... It would have been like living in the woods or bushland. It wasn't built up like it is. And if Hamilton wanted to travel downtown to the financial district or wherever the hell he wanted to go, it was a 90-minute carriage ride from Hamilton Heights to Lower Manhattan. It probably still is a 90-minute ride now with the traffic, but that was just how long it took in a horse and a cart. And yeah, this is a place I just completely forgot about and disappointed, but Jess, I hope I made you proud with my Hamilton guesses. Yeah, okay. Now, moving on to... I told you... Oh, I didn't tell you, but I thought in my head that this would be the map that I would do the best on, and I don't think I'm going to top that score. All right, let's go Tiger Landmarks and see if this is either some random murals or photos of tigers in zoos, or if it is what I think it is, worryingly, and that is some tiger fans map. Let's see. Let's begin. Yellow and black. All right, so Jess is, of course, a diehard Richmond fan, and yes, look, it is what I thought it would be. It is some super niche, nerdy Richmond Football Club fan-made map with some locations that obviously have some significance to that team. And yeah, this is the first location. And we've got a sign here that says to St Kilda, which of course is an area, a suburb of Melbourne. Here we have the Westgate Bridge on Alexander Avenue. So, and we're on Yarra River. I don't know why this is significant. Maybe because it's the road that this particular fan travels to get to the MCG. Anyway, let's go. Look, Jesus Christ. This is going to be pretty silly, I think. All right, Alexander Avenue. Jess might be able to let us know why these places are meaningful to her and her ilk. So we have a much cooler stadium over here on our left, which is of course the Rod Laver Arena, home of the greatest tennis tournament in the world, the Australian Open. And near that we also have the John Cain Arena and the other arena, the arena we shan't name. Actually, is that... Wait a second, am I getting my arenas mixed up? No. Hold on. That would be embarrassing. What are those lights? Anyway, the other arena is the xenophobic, homophobic arena, otherwise known as the Margaret Court Arena, which should be named to the Yvonne Goolagong Arena. Okay, Yarra River, Alexander Avenue, there's the tennis stadium. And that is the MCG back there with those big lights. MCG, of course, stands for Melbourne Cricket Ground. For those international fans that might be watching this episode, it hosts cricket there and also footy, AFL, Aussie rules. So football, AFL was played on an oval because we had more oval pitches available at the time because of cricket. There weren't many square pitches because nobody gives a shit about soccer in Australia. Well, I'm sure that's not true now, but I heard the Australian women's soccer team is pretty freaking amazing. All right, why am I struggling with this? Why could I find some random shop that Hamilton's mother owned in fucking St. Croix, but I can't find a street in a city I live in? All right, Alexander Avenue. Get a grip. It's on the Yarra, for crying out loud. All right, CityLink, yada yada. Where's the MCG? There. Must be this road, right? Crossing. Yeah. All right, here we are. So the earliest writings or written observations of AFL were in the colonial times, I guess, and it's theorized, or there's some evidence that suggests that this style of football, Aussie rules football, was first played by Aboriginal Australians, and it's obviously evolved into a game that's sort of been mixed with Gaelic football as well. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's lock in this first bullshit location. And yeah, I picked the wrong bridge. Oh my god, I got 23 points. I picked the wrong bridge. I am such a dumbass. I'm such a dumbass. Oh my god. Get fucked. Alright. Carrying on. Alright, so this one I think I can nail. This, of course, this is quite a famous street in Melbourne. It's called Punt Road, sometimes crassly known as You Figure It Out Road. And the Punt Road Oval is, of course, the training ground or the home ground for the Richmond Tigers. So, Punt Road or Hoddle Street. But these houses back here are some of the oldest houses in Melbourne, if I'm not mistaken. And my ancestors actually lived not on Punt Road, but one street behind and directly opposite Punt Road Oval, interestingly. So pretty much behind this house. Anyway, alright, back to Richmond Football Club. Where are we? Let's see if I can actually get this one right. Why am I struggling so much with this? So Punt Road Oval is quite near, the MCG. Yada yada yada. We're on the other side. We'll try and get a house number so we can redeem ourselves after that abysmal score. So 297. Here we go. Yeah. Interestingly, punt is also a name for a type of kick in AFL football. The drop punt. Big kick. Okay, here we go. I wonder if that's why it's named Punt Road. Probably not, but you never know. There we go, 5,000 points. It's a little bit of redemption there. Jesus Christ. Alright, I wonder where this is now. This is obviously... Hold on. Wait a second. Yes, the MCG. Look, we've got some filthy Bombers fans here. What are they doing? This looks pretty typical of an Essendon match and the amount of fans you might see there. No, Essendon aren't too bad. They had a rough trot. Oh my god, they're playing Carlton. Carlton, aka the greatest team in the world. And I wonder where the Carlton fans are. Carlton fans are down here. This is clearly in some strange pandemic time or something, and that's why there aren't any fans about, and it's got nothing to do with the prosperity or popularity of these two clubs. Look at that. The players are on the ground as well. It looks like young Jack Silvani there kicking a drop punt. We're in stand 5. Oh, it's shitty up here. We're right way in the nosebleed section. I've never sat in this area before. No, that's not true. I have, but I don't remember it looking so crappy. Alright, let's go to the MCG and have a look. So this one, MCG North, South, East. We're at number 5, didn't I say? Look, they didn't even put the numbers up here. It's just a free-for-all. Once you get up here, it doesn't really matter where you sit, does it? Nobody cares. Donald Bradman's stand. Something like that. It's just a Carlton game. Alright. 5,000 points. Not too shabby. I was a little bit further down, just hanging off a balcony or something. Okay, alright, so this is obviously in Richmond, and Punt Row there was just there, and we're near this pub, the Cricketer's Arms. Yeah, cool. I suppose this is a local pub for Richmond fans after the game. Okay, so this is near Punt Row. The Oval again. Not really branching out here, are they? There's the Cricketer's Arms Hotel. I bet Jess has been inside this pub. I'm certain Jess has been to this pub. Jess, you can confirm in the chat. Alright, let's chuck it in. And I was at the wrong door. But anyway, it's 5,000 points. Alright, here we go. Now, this looks like... I was going to say Bridge Road in Richmond, but that's too far away, is it not? Bridge Road or Church Street? Let's have a look. Bridge Road or Church Street? Richmond Kebab. Oh, Swan Street. Yeah, of course. So at the intersection of Swan Street and... what else? Jess will know straight away. Corner of Swan and Church. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. So... Swan Street and Church Street in Richmond. Should be easy to find. Yeah. Swan Street and Church. Alright. Is that church? It sure is. Swan Street has one of Melbourne's most famous and coolest music venues as well. That is the Corner Hotel? Is that what it's called? I wonder if Jess has bought a 4 and 20 pie there before. Alright, let's lock it in. And I picked the wrong side. Doesn't matter. Woo, alright. Only 20,000 points. Not too shabby, but pretty disgusting considering I live in Melbourne and I had all the street signs at my disposal. This was trash. I felt flustered and there's no excuse. But I don't mind. So far, Hamilton is winning in the Jess's niche interest Olympics. Okay. Alright, so the final map is Tasmanian tourist attractions. Alright, Tasmanian tourist attractions. So Tasmania is known to the Aboriginal people, the Palawa people, as, I think it's Lutruwita. That is the traditional name of the traditional owners. Lutruwita and the Palawa people. Sadly, there are no surviving Tasmanian Aboriginals or languages after colonization, but I believe they're reviving some, which is pretty cool. Okay, Tasmanian tourist attractions. Let's jump in. But before I do, let me share with you some fun facts about Tasmania. Fact number 1. Tasmania, surprising to me, maybe to you too, Jess, has 69 golf courses, which is the most golf courses per capita in Australia. Well done, Tassie. a lot of good walks spoiled by Tasmanians. Okay, the second fact is also extremely fascinating, and that is Tasmania is one of the largest tulip exporters in the world after the Netherlands. So they're one of the largest, but not anywhere in comparison to the Netherlands, who export 95% of the world's tulips. But Tasmania is right up there, straight after them. The first bulb was imported into Tasmania from the Netherlands in 1984, and thus the thriving tulip industry was born. And now Tasmania even exports tulips to the Netherlands, which is kind of funny. I don't know why they would need them, but there you go. I found that extremely fascinating. One more tulip fact, not a Tasmania fact. When tulips were first a thing, the bulbs were so rare, it cost an entire year's salary for one bulb, which is a fucking joke. I did read once that tulips were valued in the way that art was valued, and now in the way that houses are valued in Australia. So yeah, make of those three things what you will, and how ridiculous humans are. Yeah, Tasmania also exports the most, I'm pretty sure it's the most, or is one of the biggest exporters of poppy seeds for medicinal uses, to make, methadone. All right. Fact number 3. Tasmania is famed for having some of the most ridiculous place names in the world, and the only other place I can think of that has more ridiculous names is probably Canada. Yeah, Kamloops, I'm looking at you. So, Tasmania is home to Egg and Bacon Bay, which is one of my personal favourites. We've also got the Milkshake Hills, we've got Granny's Gut, and finally we have Stinkhole. So yeah. So like I mentioned before, the Aboriginal name for Tasmania is Lutru. Correct me if I'm saying that wrong, JC, but it was also known as then Van Diemen's Land, or else because it was colonized by the Dutch. But before that, it was called Anthony Van Diemen's Land. And somebody obviously thought that was bullshit, and they changed it to Tasmania. There you go. Tasmania also has the biggest temperate rainforest in Australia. I think it's something like a 1 million, I can't remember if it's 1 million hectares or 1,000 square kilometers of temperate rainforest. I know those sizes are quite different, but 1 million sounds impressive, and it's the biggest in Australia. It's an absolutely pristine rainforest, and it's nearly 60 million years old. It's not the oldest rainforest in Australia. The oldest is, of course, the Daintree, which is actually the oldest rainforest in the world, but this is the second oldest, which is pretty amazing. And this rainforest is located in, I would say, a little visited corner of Tasmania. Most tourists, when they visit, they tend to go to Hobart, or the east coast of Tasmania, but the northwest area of Tasmania is easily the most beautiful and untouched and pristine, and yeah, more people need to visit it, including myself. My final Tasmania fact is Tasmania has the cleanest air on the planet, and that's pretty freaking amazing. It also has the cleanest fresh water on the planet too. So yeah, pretty cool facts about Tasmania. All right, now let's watch me butcher this map of Tasmanian tourist attractions. Let's hope we don't get any depressing ones. You know the one I mean. Okay, here we go. I have been to Tasmania, but only once. Jesus H. Christ on a bike. I mean, come on, this is a river. All right, what does that say? Great. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. I was going to guess this before I saw it. This is, of course, Cradle Mountain. Would you look at the colour of the water? It's like licorice, or it's purple. I was going to, I thought this was perhaps the Derwent River, but I don't think that's right. It is the only river I know. Now, Cradle Mountain, where is it? I'm ashamed to say I don't actually know. Hold on. It is somewhere. Oh my god, no. Oh no. Cradle Mountain, Cradle Mountain, Cradle Mountain. It's not that mountain. It's not the mountain in Hobart, is it? That's something else. That's called blah blah. You know, that one? Not Mount Nelson. Cradle Mountain. Oh, here it is. Where would you get in? Walls of Jerusalem? Interesting. Oh, I think I forgot to mention that the rainforest I was talking about, or the temperate forest, is called the Tarkine rainforest, maybe. I really hope it's in the northwest of Tasmania now, after I said all of that stuff about tourism. Anyway, back to Cradle Mountain. Fuck, how do you get into this joint? Alright, I reckon it's going to be somewhere like here. Yep, nailed it. Awesome. We were at the Peppers Cradle Mountain Lodge. 3,000 points. Not the best start, but not the worst start. Okay, here we go. This is Hobart for sure. Look, we're right out the front of Tasmanian Leatherwood and Honey Skincare Stall. This looks pretty beautiful. Where's the Duck River Butter Shop? Not there. Okay, I think I know where this is. This is in Hobart. Here's the sea over here. And yeah, markets are on. Let's go down there. I forget what this strip is called. I feel like it's something starting with an S, but I don't remember. Like Salamanca or something like that. Does that sound right? Don't know. Salamanca? That's my Salamanca. Is it, or is that in Adelaide? Oh, look. Oh my god, I'm a genius. It is Salamanca. The Salamanca markets. Fuck yeah. Alright, so let's just chuck it down here. Boom. Yeah, not too far away. I'll take it. Alright, here we go. We're at another tourist attraction here. Is this the beer factory? Hold on, what's this say? Yes, it is. What? Cascades Female Factory? Is that what that says? Is that what that says? What does that mean? Gosh, a moth just flew up into my face. Alright, Cascades. So it's near, pretty sure the Cascades is near a waterfall called the Cascades. And thus a beer was born. There's that mountain in Hobart that I can't remember the name of. It's freezing up there. And quite a harrowing drive as well. There's no barriers on the road on the way up there. There's a moth trying to have a sip of my Diet Coke. Alright, Hobart, here we go. Now, if we are looking, north, south, east, we're looking west and we see the mountain in question. The unnamed mountain. North, east, west. Oh, look, Cascades Road. Thank you. Very small capital city. There's the brewery bar. I assume, I feel like there must be two factories based on that factory place name. Yeah, look, Cascades Female Factory Historic Site. There must be some interesting history here that I am not privy to. Not privy to. I could look it up. Interesting. They've got like a daycare centre here. Cool. Tours of an 1800s workhouse for convicts. Did convicts make beer here? I don't know. I'm going to just pop that down and I'll look it up later. Alright, not too bad. I probably should have picked somewhere on the road and not in the centre of the building. Alright, here we are again, and we're on a suspension bridge over a river. And wow, this is beautiful. And it looks slightly distorted, probably from the fisheye camera look or whatever. But what a cool area. This looks like it could be in... Is this Cradle Mountain again, or is this somewhere on the overland? Or is this the Derwent River, the only river I know? Also shares the name with the greatest pencils of all time. Is this somewhere near Derwent Bridge? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to go for it. Derwent Bridge. Could it be this? That's not a suspension ridge. That is a highway though. National Park. Could it be this? I'm going to pick it. Okay. No, I was extremely wrong. It was the Tahoon Adventure Airwalk Lodge on the Huon River. Gosh. It was in, yeah, southwest Tasmania. Okay. That was embarrassing. That one. That was a pretty bad score. Yep. All right, carrying on. Let's get to that next tourist attraction. All right. So this is going to be tricky. A boom or bust town. Boom or bust town. Where is a boom or bust town? It says East Pillinger, and I have to say I don't know where Pillinger is. Hold on. I've got a little map here, but it's not zoomed out, so if I had a full zoom out of the apple aisle, then perhaps I would be able to figure it out, because I don't know. I'm ashamed to say I don't know much about the geography here. Standing here in East Pillinger in the very 1900s, you would have been in the cider of a bottling port. Come on. The port of East Pillings. Shit. Look, there's a bit of coastline. North, south, east. Looks like it's southeast. Maybe. Look, there's like, goes up and then around. There's a shape there too. Look, it's got to be, it's not a big island, Tasmania, although it is the 26th largest island in the world. And it is almost the exact same size as Sri Lanka and the Northern Republic of Ireland, which is pretty interesting. But let's see. Yikes, drawn. I know that place. That's where my friend's from. Pillinger. Shit. I wonder if JC knows where Pillinger is. I'm sure. They absolutely do. Something tells me it's going to be further north, because this looks like a little bit more rainforesty than I thought. Pillinger Bird River. Okay. Bloody hell. This is not good. Not around here, is it? Pillinger. Hold on. Let's have another quick look at this map. Respect the relics. Things to remember. Just can't figure out these maps. Railway, yada yada. It's a river, but which one? Is it the river or is it the ocean? Yeah, okay. Is it in here? No. Nope, not there. East. Is it in here? Is this it? Somewhere in here in the Macquarie Historic Site. I don't know. Maybe I will just pick somewhere in here. I'm really not too sure. Okay, it was. Alright. I was a little bit off, but whatever. It could have been much worse than that. I really just dropped that without even taking a proper look or looking for a landmark, but this kind of resembled, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to just see where the Tarkine Temperate Forest is. I think it's Tarkine, that's what it's called. Sorry, everyone. Tarkine Rainforest. All right. I hope this is probably the Tarkine Rainforest, the area I just selected. I'm pretty sure it probably is. Let's have a look on the map. Nope, it's up here. Anyway, thankfully it is in northwest Tasmania. Like I said, go visit this paradise on earth. Okay, so let's check out the summary. 17,000. I apologize, Jess. I can do better than that. So, Alexander Hamilton Round, 24,000. Tiger Landmarks, 20,000. And Tasmanian Tourist Attraction, 17,000. All right, that concludes the very special Happy Birthday Jess episode. Jess, I hope you have an amazing birthday, and yeah, go Blues. See you later.